Kerstin, a tough game, but we did have our chances. Where did you think we went wrong in not taking them?
It was a really tough game. I think probably lacking that little bit of composure and that kind of like anticipation factor. I think we got into good areas, but maybe we just kind of didn't read what our other player was going to be thinking to the next ball. But yeah, we've got lots to work on. I think there's a lot of positives to take compared to last week. Like last week was tough anyway, but we kind of definitely turned that around, and we did have quite a bit of possession at times. So yeah, we're all good.
And what will you try and do as a team to try and recuperate and be ready to face league leaders Loughborough next week?
I think we'll all go away individually as players and then collectively as the staff will as well, to kind of highlight where it went wrong when we were out of possession. Make sure we focus on what looked good in possession as well and kind of build on that, get a bit of confidence behind the girls, because again, 4-1 defeat isn't great, but we can definitely build on that in training, like just getting more touches on the ball, and yeah, I think we've just got to keep positive. Like it will come, we've just got to wait for that moment and it will all fall in place.
Thank you. Matt, a frustrating loss today. What did you make of the team's performance?
Yeah, frustrating is a good word, and frustrating in a bad way, because no one likes to lose, and there were times when Leafield were clearly on top, but almost frustrating in a good way from a coach's point of view, because some of the bits and pieces that we've been working on set around how we want to play and our philosophy starts to come through. I think we gave a good account of ourselves in not just moments but chunks of the game. I think Leafield would agree we asked some questions of them, equally they asked some questions of us. I think one big difference was they were more clinical and accurate, certainly in and around the penalty box with the chances that they created. But as I said to the players, we're creating chances, we're asking questions of our opponents in different areas of the field, and we are persistent in our efforts. I think our character shone through. It shouldn't take for us to go a few goals down in order to react positively, and I've seen these players react positively in moments of adversity. Last week I think we struggled. The opponent burst the balloon, or rather we burst our own balloon, whereas this week we didn't allow that to happen, despite creating chances and not taking them, and then our opponent executing theirs. It can feel like a bit of a jab to the ribs, but I think we drew breath. We stuck to our plan, although we tweaked it left, right and centre, because you will do when you're behind in the game and you're chasing it and you're trying to solve problems. That's our job as coaches on the sideline, to do that. But I was really, really impressed with the way that the players stuck to the original plan, adapted to the changes of the plan that we put in mid-game, and yeah, getting a goal is always a reward that you want your players to experience. We hit the crossbar towards the end. I think Leafield started to get a little bit vulnerable towards the end, although they still had 3 goals to the good, so they were confident by the same token. So yeah, lots for us to take away, both good and areas to improve on, but I need to make sure the players don't lose sight of what's working.
Yeah, now how will you and the team prepare for next week? Obviously Loughborough are unbeaten so far, they're a tough opponent.
Yeah, well, if you're going to play the top of the league, or near the top of the league, what better time than now, because it's almost like we've got nothing to lose. So hopefully we can use that as motivation. I know the players are driven, they're committed. We've now got to embed some consistency to what we're doing and turn the chunks of the game that went well into consistent moments, so that we can come off the field with some points to show for our efforts. That's the biggest challenge we've got.
Thank you.